I may as well record this. Why not? A neophyte adventurer seeks the warrior of light. That's me. Forgive my boldness, but you are Demajen Blackthorn, are you not? No. Yes. Yes, I am. Then my search is at an end. A begoggled gentleman tasked me to find you, you see, in hopes of entreating your aid with some matter he deigned not share with me. Pray remain here, and I shall fetch him at once. You do that, neophyte adventurer. Oh yeah, I'm on Black Mage, because I'm leveling Black Mage at the moment. Greetings, champion. Oh, you. 'Tis I who employed the young adventurer to facilitate this impromptu audience. As for the why, I have a request that you and you alone can fulfill. Pray, listen well. My tale begins with a most unsettling dream. In it did I behold the evening sky, boundless and shimmering. What is going on with those graphics? As I drank deep of its beauty, I spied 2 stars sailing across the inky expanse. One of purest white, the other blushing scarlet, their courses set such that they might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly the scarlet star shifted its trajectory. High above a burning landscape did its path intersect with that of the white star, their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. Even in slumber, I was awestruck by the spectacle. But what does it mean? I don't know. Truth be told, mine own interpretation wavers. My rational mind says, meaningless dream, while my artist's soul insists on prophecy. Whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I am convinced that the blazing white star represents the warrior of light. In other words, you. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the Scarlet Star, whomever they may be. I therefore humbly request that you accompany me to the burning land from thy dream, that I might witness the vision's denouement. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course. The question is, which territory in Eorzea might be considered burning, metaphorically or otherwise? The Bowl of Embers, where I battled a Freets. Several times. While its relation to flame cannot be denied, mine instincts tell me nay. The scene from my dream was more ridge than bowl, a giant flickering outcrop of crystal, mayhap? Of course. These crystals would have to be immense in size, akin to those which comprise the burning wall. Aye, that sight well resembles the sweeping scene from my dream. The first mystery is solved. We shall leave for Eastern Thanalan and the infamous burning wall at once. Nod. I should probably check. Quest accepted. I like the logo for FF16. I mean, technically speaking, I could change off Black Mage, since I'm not very good at Black Mage. Rather entertainingly, I had on a whim yesterday, after I'd done my kind of tribal leveling quest things, I decided to do a leveling roulette, despite barely knowing how Black Mage works. Keeping in mind I'm level 87 at this point. But it's not like I actually play it, if you catch my drift. So, yeah, I ended up in the level 67 dungeon. Was it 67? The Alamigo one. The castle. Doma Castle. That's it. And yeah, I had to apologise for being ass at the end of it. Oh, there you are. Surrounded by golden fleece. The Burning Wall. An apt name indeed. It is said that these crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of Dalawood pierced the land's ethereal current. It's true. I was there. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life. But that is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spyglasses at the ready. Oh, it's going to use that mechanic. I wonder what the gimmick for Dawn Trail is going to be. Survey your surroundings for anything out of the ordinary. You may move the camera as well as the... Why am I reading this? I know how it works. You almost certainly know how it works. Search for the unusual. A strange man? Gasp. It's a Clive. I really liked Final Fantasy 16. Oh, it ran in. I'm not going to attempt to do a Ben Starr impression. Where am I? Oh, that's some upgraded facial texturing, isn't it? It looks a little bit out of place. Wait, what's going on? Yes, why is there a bunny person here? You hit your head. Probably. You're a little bit far from home. Whereabouts in the FF16 story is this set? A dream led you to me. I understand how absurd that may sound. We ourselves were unsure of what awaited us here. As for who we are, I am content to be known as the Minstrel. This stalwart hero is Demajen Blackthorn. Might we have the pleasure of your name? Clive, the last thing I remembered was the ruins. Fallen ruins? He's so swarthy. My head. How did I come to be in this place? It would seem you were knocked senseless. Confusion is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for town and have a frontistry physician look you over. I shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at Scholar's Walk? Sure. I really like the music in FF16. Which is why I have the soundtrack. Apparently there are a load of orchestral roles that you can get for this. I may or may not have the MGP for them. Our foundling is being cared for as we speak, but I'm told he should be released soon. Hopefully it was naught that a bite of food and a little bed rest couldn't cure. Clive's not known for either of these things. Bed rest especially. It was kind of you to wait. Thank you. What of your condition? Much improved. The physical also noted no signs of injury or illness. Yet my memories remain hazy. How did I end up there? Whatever I was doing, it was important, I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. I see. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him restore his memories and find his way home. What of this city, Clive? Do any parts of Uldar strike you as familiar? No. Well, I mean... No. Maybe I've simply forgotten, but I recognise nothing. Not Uldan then. Still, I should like to think that the sights and sounds of a well-known locale will hasten your recovery. The Burning Wall, the place where we found you, is situated midway betwixt Uldar and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the Twelveswood is in order. Gridania, you say. The name rings no bells, but I have no better suggestions. And you would take me there? Sure. Nod. Meanwhile, I shall make the rounds to the neighbouring settlements and ask if any have heard of you. Let us rendezvous in Gridania even. Anon. Decade of playing this game, still can't pronounce the major cities correctly. Clive! This entire situation has been knocked off balance, I'm afraid. Demajen, was it? I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Still, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you're ready. Let's have some small XP. So this is a full-on quest chain, then. Pain to recall. Are we ready? Then let's head out. This Gridania the minstrel mentioned, is it far? Will we need mounts? By airship? You have those? Not that I mean to doubt you, friend. If you say we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. Yes, because they don't have them in 16. They do have chocobos. Demajen, if I may ask a foolish question, do these airships of yours actually fly? A foolish question indeed, then. Your expression tells me as much. No airship travel where you're from. So it would seem. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. I understand what it's for and how to wield it. Foggy as my memories may be, my general knowledge seems intact. Yet hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion, disbelief for something that you clearly think of as commonplace. I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? But dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is the only way. Are we going to get a little cutscene of Clive on the airship? Or are we just going to appear in Gridania? No, we're just going to appear in Gridania. To feel that bracing wind, the deck shuddering beneath your feet as you rise into the sky. My memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'd not soon forget. So, this is Gridania. It seems very unlike the city we just left. Where to begin? I think it best if I follow your lead. Clive is now accompanying you. You can leave Clive behind, blah blah blah. Right, now I always get lost coming out of here. It's up the steps, isn't it? Yes. This tavern, it reminds me of somewhere I've been before. No, it's no use. I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. Maybe if you were to show me somewhere else? Chocobos! Chocobo? Now that's something I recognise. Yet it's more than that. I had my own chocobo once, I'm sure of it. And as for the when or the where... Ambrosia! Ooh. The Aetheryte Plaza. What's Clive going to say about the crystal? An impressive crystal. Not a mother crystal, surely. No, not nearly large enough. Ugh, when I try to remember, the fog in my head almost seems to grow thicker. Juddery, juddery shadows. I cannot wait for the graphics update. If for no other reason than to stop the shadows being ass. I can't imagine any of this feels familiar. This is a truly beautiful place. Have you remembered anything else? Nope. Brief flashes of this and that, but nothing to suggest I've been here before. I just can't shake the strangest feeling. That I'm too HD for this game. As if it's too peaceful. And that doesn't sit right. Gridania, peaceful. All the racial tension. Patrol reporting, Commander. All is quiet with the Excel. No sightings of Garuda. Garuda? For which we are profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. Did he say Garuda? Uh-oh. You there? This Garuda you speak of? Sir, are you alright? Demajen, do you know this gentleman? I love how everybody actually knows us. As you'd expect. We have, after all, been involved with these guys with the quest. Who's that guy in the background? I forget. Memory loss, you say? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Now, it seems Garuda's name has lit a spark of some sort. I was in a battle with Garuda. I fought her, I'm sure of it. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. Of course. Gridania owes a debt of gratitude to any who stood against that destructive fiend. However, there is one more suited to the task than I. Our elder Seedseer is well versed not only in primal lore, but also in the treatment of bodily afflictions. She is surely your best hope for recovery. I'll send word ahead to Stillgate Fane. Stand ready to escort a guest to an audience. Understood, Commander! Right, find me at Nofika's altar in Olgridania, and I see that you are granted entry to the Lotus Stand. He had two separate voices. Accompany Clive. I like the fact that it's teleporting us around a lot. The way back to what I've lost begins with Garuda. Benedicta! The Lotus Stand lies just ahead. If you'd follow me, please. I like the Lotus Stand. We don't spend very much time here, but it's always very pretty. Greetings, honoured guests. Slow walking. I've got the Mother Crystal music. Commander Hula has apprised me of your friend's condition. This is he? A pleasure to meet you. I am Carni Senna, eldest Seedseer of Gridania. I thank you for your gracious welcome. I am Clive. It still tickles me. Clive. As I said in my FF16 playthrough, super apologies to anybody in the audience who is named Clive. It's just such a... I don't want to say mundane or generic or common, but it's such an earthly name. I fear my introduction may be lacking. Please concern yourself not with proprieties. Is your memory loss we are here to address? I am told Garuda's name awakens some previous recollection. Yes, in the instant I heard it, a vision, hazy vision of battle rose unbidden. I think perhaps if I could hear more of Garuda. And you could have just asked us. A wish easily granted. Garuda is the deity revered by the Ixal, the people who once dwelled here in the Twelveswood. She appears as a winged entity, half bird, half woman, who commands the wind itself. Most frightening, however, is her capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. I should add that Demajen has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation. Yeah, we did that. A winged woman of volatile temperament with power over the wind. A fitting description of the opponent, I remember. But a deity? No, the will behind that monstrous visage was distinctly mortal. I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eorzea's Primal are not one and the same. How did you get in here? Mainly as Clive himself is not of our world. Thanks. How did you find this out? Explain yourself, minstrel. I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all the nearby settlements, but not one person recognised his description. Such a distinctive tattoo escaping the notice of every local rumourmonger for miles around, improbable to say the least. That led me to consider another possibility, one consistent with past accounts I've heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality's curtain and finding their way to our star. My brand, it's the mark of a bearer. Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, a piercing ringing fills my ears. Garuda, bearer, Ifrit. Another primal's name. 'Twould seem the pain has a less than tangible source. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadow of illness in your body. The suffering stems not from injury nor sickness. Victims of terrible events have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. One's subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creating a shield of pain to protect the heart. This barrier is of my own making. How then am I to overcome it? With our aid, of course. Nod. Fate has brought us together, and together we shall triumph over this adversity. He's so pretty. So, you think me from another world? And my memories of said world are not like to return unless I acknowledge some terrible truth. A truth my mind refuses to remember. 'Tis a confounding dilemma, I agree, and I have given thoughts to a solution. I believe that the shackles which bind your mind may yet be struck off in the heat of battle. A drastic measure, perhaps, especially when not at your best. Which is why I turn to you, Demajen. You are the twin to Clive's wandering star. Your involvement is no accident. The path I see is thick with thorns, but if you've the will to walk it, then gird yourself for war and await me at Apkalu Falls. Bum. I should probably swap to a job that I can actually half play for this next bit, because I'm so bad at Black Mage. Ooh, mystery box. The Path Infernal. Clive seems somewhat bemused. The minstrel has a plan, That's the wrong voice. The minstrel has a plan, it seems, but he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. Still, I'm willing to indulge him if it means making progress. We're to meet him at Apkalu Falls, right? And where is that to be found? Not far. Good, not far then. Let's get on with it. It is not far. It's actually been a while since I've done anything on Reaper either. I've not been taking a break from FF14 because, as I said, I've actually been leveling jobs. You know, it's not like I got everything up to 80 for a start, which took me a while. Just doing, you know, dailies and stuff. Oh, a solo duty. Oh, this is the one that we've seen in the trailer, isn't it? This place? Why here? Oh, because... Also, isn't Mitra the Summoner here? Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louisoir gathered a band of adventurers in the time of the 7th Umbral Calamity. Their purpose? To extinguish the infernal Ifrits. Ifrits? I know something is there, why can't I remember? Clive recalled several words in the Elder Seer's presence, words which brought him pain. While the significance of bearer eludes me, you and I are more than familiar with Ifrits. Yeah. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, it is likely that the primal, or its equivalent in your world, is deeply connected to your condition. Yeah, you could say that. Thus have I resolved to weave my lyrical magics and bring you face to face with the Ifrit of our world. Oh. Here, where Archon Louisoir paved an ethereal path to the primal's lair, will my words be given substance. And within the vision which takes form will you do battle with the phantom of our mind's creation. Imaginary though this confrontation may be, I fear your suffering will be all too real. Yet you must persevere, for your hidden truth will not be unearthed without hardship. Take heart, Scarlet Star, and call upon the strength of your shining twin. Your past awaits. So is this kind of in the ruins of the city? Level sync is in effect. Am I above the level? Yes, I am. That fight is starting to show its age, it has to be said. Where's he sent us? You stand in the Bowl of Embers, the site where the Amalja summoned their patron deity, and the stage upon which the Warrior of Light became a slayer of gods. It is but convincing illusion, the body of recounted tale given breath by fanciful verse. Come forth, Lord of the Inferno. Come to me, Ifrits, etc., etc. That still looks really cool. An accurate facsimile, yet not quite the Ifrit you know. No, not quite the same. Ooh. There we go. Surprisingly, looks really good. It's time to uncover the truth of whether I can remember how to play Reaper. Alright, time to find out who I am. Yeah, is this kind of canonically just before he finds the flames? Ifrits. That's the thing which killed Joshua. Yes, I've been on its trail seeking vengeance for my brother. This fiend must pay. Yeah, so this is taking place literally before he finds out who he is. Fight with me, Demajen. Because he still blames the Ifrit for Joshua's death. During this battle, you'll gain access to a special duty action as follows. Use Rising Flames to charge the foe and inflict high damage. Okay. With the proper timing, you can use Dodge to avoid taking damage even if you are within the area of an enemy's attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this countdown progresses to the dodge icon, quickly use the dodge action. Okay. After executing a successful dodge, the dodge action will change to precision strike, which provides an opportunity to inflict additional damage. Wonderful. Gonna screw this up. I don't think I've even got... Have I even got duty action keybounds? There we go. I did it! It's got the proper text as well. I like that. Oh, I have no idea how to play Reaper at level 50. I've just realised. We're missing a load of abilities, aren't we? Yeah, says Clive. I've always really liked that font. They used it in FF13 as well, if I remember correctly. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention to that at all. I really need to buy in-duty actions to keybinds. I've no idea why I haven't got them. Fetters? Uh-oh. Shit. Can't move. Language? Oh, defend Clive. Punch. Cinematic clash. This won't hold me. Take that. My thanks. Clive? Oh, you did get out of the way. Oh, I suppose I could stand in it and get out of the way as well, couldn't I? Oh, okay. I think you need to be stood in it. When it starts, in order for the thing to actually happen. Ouch! Good job I've actually got heals. I think Clive's healing me as well. Oh, he's gone fiery again. Fall already? Ow. Oh. Oh no! I don't think so. Tappity tap. Demajen. Slice. Don't tread on me, Afreets. Do not want. Still in the fight? Certainly am. Oops. Oh. Ow. Clive going to use a limit break. He is. We win. On your guard. He means to unleash hell. Yes. Hellfire. Let's finish this. Precision dodge. Not quite as precise as it is in the actual FF16, but it's a fairly decent approximation of what the kind of precision dodge mechanic is like. Oh shit. This is getting a little bit more intensive, isn't it? Be gone, Afreet. There we go. I blamed another to spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. But I accept the truth of it now. You are not a Afreet. I am. Give me that limit break gauge. Smack! Crunch! Nice. We just stand there and go, what? Huh. In the battle against your own mind, 'twould seem you have emerged the victor. Intriguing. Joggle! Who's the goodest boy? Come to lead him home. Oh, gets voice acting. Who's the goodiest boy? Torgal is. And we return to Apkulu Falls. The illusion is unravelled, yet you've brought a friend back with you. This is Torgal, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. There's no more loyal ally in battle and no keener guide when the road ahead is uncertain. Yes. Ah, that would explain the aberration in the lingering ether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Clive has embraced his harrowing past and in doing so reclaimed the memories he lost. Though, Not a conscious act. He has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I'd done. My younger brother, Joshua, was a kind and gifted soul. The inheritor of the Phoenix's flames, he was destined to become Archduke, as our father had before him. But Joshua was murdered, his bright future cut short. I'm sure it's not that simple, Clive. From that day onwards, I lived for one purpose alone. The dominant of fire had slain my brother, and I would have my revenge. I spent years tracking the killer, until one day I came to understand it had been me all along. I was young and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, or that it could even exist at all. The transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled. It was by my hand that Joshua died. I can't but imagine the anguish this caused you. There was anguish, yes, and a guilt I will never escape, but I cannot let it stop me. I was born the vessel for Ifrit's power, and I need to know why. It was in search of answers that I went to Phoenix Gate and delved into the ruins below. There I found the courage to face my past and accept the truth, and then everything faded to black. Your tale suggests that something in the ruins, some mysterious force, was responsible for your inadvertent journey. And if you arrived in Eorzea from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, then it stands to reason. Yes, what are you thinking? I'm thinking that to see you home, then we must return to the beginning. A road takes us back to the burning wall. Oh, of course, because that's where Louis Soir did all his Phoenixy thing. Once there, your furry comrade will lead us exactly where we need to go. Ruff. Torgal has already found his way around. Speak with the Wandering Minstrel at the Burning Wall. Torgal's ears are pricked up, his senses focused on his surrounds. Such an incredible sight. I was in no state to appreciate these crystals the first time. We've come this far, now Torgal will be our guide. Such was the purpose of his creation, after all. Ready, Torgal? Take me home. Bah! Once you choose to depart, Clive and the Wandering Minstrel will accompany you. Torgal will then begin leading you onwards. Follow Torgal to his destination and try not to fall behind. If you leave Clive or the Minstrel for any reason or lose sight of Torgal, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Oh. Okay. Come on then, Buck. Assuming you are level 50, nothing should aggro you naturally here. Which isn't to say that they're not going to throw some enemies at us. Oh no, actually, the level 42. Does that aggro you? I forget. Isn't it 9 levels? It's been so long since I even cared. Where are we going, Torgster? Oh, here apparently. Orc. Is this it, boy? The tale ends where it began. Where you first found me. Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think I understand. You do? Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster known as the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Yet even as fire and ruin threatened all we held dear, the world underwent a mystical renewal. It was as if the star was reborn. One theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity, claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us in our hour of direst need. The phoenix? The burning wall itself is a scar left by those events, its crystal ridges having erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths of solidified flame to be proof of the Phoenix's deliverance. The bond with your brother, the Phoenix of your world, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. Drawn to the flame. Ah, it's the travelling between worlds desaturation. Bok bok! And it seems our time together is at an end. Thank you both for all you've done. Nod. Press on, friend, no matter how daunting the hardship or bitter the truth. Always. No matter what fate awaits its journey's end. Ruff. Come, Toggle. We have answers to seek, and Valesthea awaits. He's a good dog. That was nicely done. I like how they tied it in to the FF14 lore as well. And then he was gone. I feel the stirrings of a ballad. Oh good. But nay, 'twould be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an excerpt. That honour belongs to someone else, someone privileged to see his tale to its conclusion. Sadly, the power to peer into other worlds was not granted me by this day's miracles. I wonder, however, if you might manage it, Demajen. Why FF16? Completed it, mate! Subtle. Not. I really liked FF16 though. It's not a Final Fantasy for everybody, but to be fair, not most Final Fantasies aren't for everybody. Our little adventure is over. Set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic, I must thank you for indulging my sudden and strange request. As for your promised reward, I hope this is sufficient. Toggle proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness to a summoning whistle. Like you do. May his loyal spirit serve you well on your travels. Until we meet again. Sweeping bow. The Path Infernal. Quest completes. You can now exchange MGP for special items by speaking with the Gold Saucer attendant at the Gold Saucer. I have found the flame. Where did they go? Normal pup! Minion guides. God, I haven't looked at most of these. Where are you? Yes. Bestest pup. Right, and also summoning whistle. According to the Wandering Minstrel, the beast who appeared to aid the stranded Clive was a guiding spirit born of its master's memory. So impressed was the ever-insightful musician by the creature, he decided to create this faithful facsimile in hopes that it might also serve as your loyal companion. Yes! Yes! Pet Torgal, because he is a good boy. Yes, he is. Oh, that's the mount hotbar. And we also get a set of Metian attire. Cannot be used at this time. Yes, because of course it does. Bounding through the sky on a doggo, that is good. Fabulous. We should probably go to the gold saucer, shouldn't we? And see. Just got to watch out for the Queen's Blood players. No, wait. Yes. 20k each. Let's have all of them. It's not like I ever actually spend MGP on anything. Right, how do we look? Difficult to tell in the gold saucer, it must be said. That's not bad. Not bad. As I said, I would have preferred Jill's outfit, but that doesn't look half bad on us. It has to be said. I might go and get some glamour plates going for that, because that is actually quite a nicely realised outfit. And I wouldn't need to change the colour for it. That has been the FF16/ or cross FF14 collaboration event, as overseen by the Wandering Minstrel, who is not in any way Naoki Yoshida. Hopefully that has been entertaining for you, such as it is. No camera and stuff obviously means that it will be less exciting, but as you've probably been able to tell from the time, it's quite early in the morning here, and my sleep pattern is balked. But thank you for watching if you have done this. What did you think of the quest line? I really liked FF16, so let me know, did this speak to you as a fan of 16, or did you think 16 was trash? And Yoshi P should stick to 14. I thought it was a really fun story and fun gameplay, but there are a lot of people out there that obviously just have that massive level of nostalgia for turn-based Final Fantasy games. From Demajen Rosfield. See what I did there? That was clever, wasn't it? No, it was not. Bye. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.